Okay, hi parents. This is Emily. She's going to be my model today for the makeup tutorial. This is going to apply to all of our tiny movers, our pre-ballet 1, pre-ballet 2, pre-ballet 3, all of our youth classes, as well as our teen and adult classes. So I will try to go as slowly as possible. Feel free to try it as many times before the show. It will be absolutely necessary. Okay, so Emily already has her foundation on, yes. For tiny movers, pre-ballet 1, pre-ballet 2, and pre-ballet 3, they don't need any foundation, just pressed powder. We still want for them to look like little girls, but since she's already older, she does need foundation and powder if necessary. So we're gonna start off with her eyes. I would like for you to use like a cream or white color depending on their color tone, their skin tone, to see which one goes better. It should be noticeable but not that noticeable. So as you can see, this is how this one reads. This one is from Maybelline, color 360 ESU 15, called Linen, okay, just in case you want to know. So I'm going to ask for her to close, and I'm only going to do one side, okay? So we're going to brush it in. Usually for this, I prefer to do it with my finger, not necessarily a brush. Sometimes it fades too much with a brush, whereas with a finger it becomes more noticeable. So we want to cover the whole lid. Hopefully you can be seeing where it's already starting to highlight. And you want for it to run all the way to her hairline, okay? So we cover the whole lid. Open your eye, mamas. Look up. You also want to place it under her eye so that it creates a little bit of a mask, you see? So there, that's step 1. We move on to step 2. And this is where we start creating the definition of her eyelid with the charcoal or black colors, depending on what you've wanted. This is L'Oreal Smoky Eyes number 934 Black Pump, okay? So I'm going to get started. Close your eyes, mamas. So I start off with the, as you notice, it's very, very defined, but I can even make it more if I want to. You want to follow the eyelid crease from the inside of the eye all the way to where it follows, and then slightly wing it a little bit on the outside, you see? For stage, since the light sucks the whole light out of them, it's important for their features to be enhanced and a little bit exaggerated. Trust me, they'll look normal from the audience. So I'm gonna define it a little bit more. Okay, so there, you see it there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill in a little bit on the eyelid. I'm going to fill it in just a tad. Right now I'll show you. Okay, so you see it there. Now one thing that I want for you all to do is don't fill the entire eyelid, otherwise you're gonna look very, very sad. Yes, you want for their eyes to look wide and still happy. You don't want for them to look droopy. So what I do is from the middle point of their eyelash line, I start winging the eyeshadow so that it can somewhat match the big first line that we drew. Close your eyes. So I started filling it up a little bit more, you see? And you can fill it up to taste, okay? If you want it darker, great. You want it like this, great. For little ones, we don't want to go too dark or use the blacks. Like I said, we still want for them to look little. And since Emily is still young, yeah, I don't want to make it so defined as it would be for like an adult, okay? So that's that. Now, another thing that I want for you all to do, and in this case, I'm just gonna mark it, okay? Because we're on a time little limit. But I want for the older ones to have eyeliner. Let me just try this one a little bit. Liquid eyeliner, or you can also get this pencil liquid, okay, which works just as fine. Now, this one, I'm not gonna do it full out, but you are. You're gonna start with a liquid liner from the inside of the eyelash line, follow it all the way through. Then you're going to start peeling just like I did with the eyeshadow. Follow the line, and you're gonna wing it also, okay? Let me try that. I have to use this one.
I have to be later. You like the video? It's not okay. The jib jabbing.
Okay, so I did her wing there, and you're gonna exaggerate it as well. And obviously you have to assume that I've already done the inside as well, okay? Open your eye, mamas. Okay, so you see her eye still looks very long and open. You want to also do eyeliner underneath, close to their eyelash line. Yeah, for the older ones, actually for everybody, you're gonna do a very small line underneath the eye. So everybody has a look up, mamas. Everybody has a natural crease underneath the eye, yeah? I want for you to follow that line. I don't want for you to make it that big, otherwise her line is gonna go down here and she's gonna look like a clown. You want to stay as close as possible to her bottom eyelash line. Okay, so turn around this way. Look up. Okay, do you see her bottom line? Let me show you. So I went, look up, mamas. I went very thin, okay? And then I also went parallel to her eyelash line, okay? Very thin. And then you can just look up. And you can just run it one more time if you want to, okay? For her, I'm going to define the top one more time. So I noticed it could still be a little darker for her. There. So you would also put, looking straight ahead, there you go. Once you've done the eyeliner top, eyeliner bottom, you can do a little bit of mascara, top and bottom as well. Youth classes and teens and adults can wear fake eyelashes. Just make sure that they still look natural. I don't want those that can touch all the way to the forehead. Gotta be careful with those. And then you can also define their brows if you want to, which is recommendable. Yeah, just further define them, especially since from off stage we need all the enhancement we can get. After the eyes, we move over to the cheeks. Okay, so these are the smile, Miss Emily. Those are the apple of her cheeks. Yeah, so you have to make sure, and in this case I said use a dark rose. I don't like reds or corals personally. I like for them to still look very sophisticated. So go ahead and smile. You want to start from the apple all the way to her hairline. I don't want them just like two dots. Yeah, make sure that you even it out really well. And you want to put enough to where her cheeks are highlighted and defined. Okay, you want to make sure that it doesn't just look like a circle. Okay, she still looks like herself, just with more accentuated features. And so we are there. Yes. From there, oh, make sure that we don't use bronzer or any type of glitter over it. Okay, not recommendable. And then finally, okay, so for them, for the little ones, I suggest using a dark rose. And I have several options for those of you that wanted to see. Yeah, dark rose so that they still look young. Please do not use any hot pinks. They don't look good on stage. Okay, I want for them to be as their lips as defined as possible. You have the option of outlining or lip lining their lips, obviously, and then filling it in. No lip gloss, nothing that's shimmery, that does not read well from off stage. In my case, for Emily, I'm gonna use wine color. Is it gentle? Okay, close. So there, you can use a darker red if you want to overlap it a little bit. Make sure that we clean up any excess. Okay, so from the side, yeah, she still looks like a young little girl, but her, let me get a little close up. See, so, but her features are slightly defined. Yeah, I don't want anything too excessive. I could easily do a little bit more blush if I wanted to. okay? But I think she will be fine. You can also just blend in jawline, making sure that there's no shine, yeah? Once with her mascara, everything will be even further outlined. But the more important thing are the eyes, okay? And obviously, hair slicked back and they're bun with a hairnet and so forth. You should have already gotten a tutorial via email. If you didn't, please let us know. And that's it. Thank you. Say thank you, Miss Emily.
Thank you.